Hey, little tiny love candle. Put that right there. This one. So I want you to think for a second about a wound, a big old gash or a scar that you probably get or whatever. When we get something like that, the first thing we think is, oh, I got hurt. Oh, this hurts. How is this going to heal? Healing is a very personal experience. It's not something that's a steady line. It's not something that we just figure out. It's not something that we force. It's something that happens. And a lot of us women, when it comes to healing, we love to look at videos like this. We love to think, how can I just get over this situation? How can I get over what happened to me, this trauma, this hurt that happened? I wrote it down in my book, so I'm going to be reading a lot, okay? Healing looks different for everybody, and there's not one easy gateway to be super healed immediately. It takes time. However, it is up to you on how long it takes and what it takes. There's different situations, family, relationships, childhood, friendships that you need to get over, and how long you went through these said hardships, like a year, a few months, a week, and even like 10 years. Before I get into this, what I'm learning about it at least, there's two negative sides to healing that, I mean, they both vary, but both of them are negative to me. The first one is staying in your sorrow and in your sadness for too long. Okay, darlings, the plan is the plan is to get better, yes, but the pain is necessary, right? And that is a part of healing. Okay, that's good. This isn't something we're ashamed of. This is why we want to get better, because we know about this pain. We know about how we feel right now. The pain is necessary and a part of healing, but once you let it consume you in your life, you're making that your idol. Okay? I want you to stop and think, why am I hurt by something that's over? I'm safe. I'm out of it. It's just me. It's just you in this moment. It's just yourself. And the situation you're trying to get over is over. Yes, it still affects us. That's why we want to be on this journey. But you have to acknowledge that it's over. Don't let it consume you, babe. You understand? Thinking back on it is normal, but sitting in it 24/7, sitting in it and letting it consume every single thought, like you can't think of one thing without it reminding you of what happened. I need you to step back and realize that you're doing that to yourself. The law of attraction, if you click this video, I'm pretty sure you know what that is. Law of attraction. The more you sit and think about something constantly, you're going to bring more situations, people, or experiences, and that provide the same exact energy. Have you ever been irritated just walking around and like you're mad or something, right? And because you're mad, like tiny little things that make you even more mad keep happening, like you drop your purse, or you can't tie your shoe, or you keep tripping, or your clothes get stuck in the door handle. Like everything is now making you even more irritated because you're walking around irritated. Have you ever been super elated, super happy, and just like, it's a wonderful day, I feel good, and then suddenly people are like, you look good, or you get a call that's like, oh my god, good news. It's because you're putting out that energy of happiness, okay? So the more you think about that bad thing that happened, the more you think about how bad that person did this, or whatever, you're gonna bring more to you. Now, the second route is ignoring these feelings and being or acting super content about the whole situation, babes. Oh my gosh, this was almost me, and let me get into it so you know what I mean. Being too optimistic or acting as such to the point where it is mentioned or a thought pops up and you deflect it. Like someone talks to you like, hi, how are you doing about this, that, and the third, and you're like, doesn't even matter, like it doesn't even bother me like at all, like it's over, it's done, like I really doesn't affect me, bro, whatever, I'm happy, I'm safe, blah, 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 blah. avoiding it is also avoiding healing. You can't act like it didn't happen. That's also avoiding this, the healing. Being super sad and not giving your essence, your energy, a chance to be happy, to feel happy, like sitting in your sorrow, is avoiding healing. Not allowing yourself to feel sorrow or any negative feelings is also avoiding healing. And that was the point I was trying to make with those two. You can't constantly dwell on the sadness. And you can't constantly block the sadness that you feel. You can't just let it sit somewhere, just fermenting, building up, and you're just not giving it no attention. Okay, babes? Think of that wound again. You have to inspect it. Look at how big it is. Is there any dirt inside that you need to clean out? What caused the injury so you can avoid it the next time and look out for it in the future? Sooner or later, it's going to scab. Sometimes the scab is going to itch. Sometimes you're going to take it off when it's not ready, and you're going to have to wait for it to scab again. The scab might be big, might be a little bit noticeable, or it might be little. Sooner or later, the scab will fall off in its own time, and it's not something we can control. It just kind of happens, and that is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I don't know, that was a whole bunch of metaphors or an analogy or whatever, but what I'm trying to say is healing isn't one line of just constantly getting better. It's not something that is just gonna be like, I'm deciding that I'm gonna heal, and then you don't feel it anymore, and then you're just better every single day. No. It comes back over and over and over again. It's probably gonna hurt over and over and over again. One day it's going to fully heal, and it's gonna be like, wait, I am healed. Oh my, wait, like, I seriously feel better. And then I don't know, it's a process to get to your dream goals. It's a process. Think about working out. It's a process to get to your goal weight. Some is faster than a little bit other people. Some are slower, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're still putting in the work. You're still going to see results. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. I like that. I'm gonna give all of you some tips for your healing journey, because the human experience is learning, failing, learning, successing, falling, hurting, getting better, helping other people get better, learning. It's a whole life is just the opportunity to get to know yourself a little bit better. When you look at life like that, everything kind of starts to make sense. It's all about you. Life is all about you. Life is all about you. Every single person you meet is an opportunity to learn more about you through that person. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, put a cheetah in the comments, okay? The first tip is get moving, okay? We are very physical creatures, human beings. We need to dance, we need to draw, we need to play a sport, exercise, do yoga, move your body, release this energy. Emotions get trapped in our body. That too, your relationship could be in your shoulder. That moment your parents yelled at you or something happened, it could be stuck in your neck. That girl you were intimate with can be stuck in your hips. That terrible friendship could be caught in your ankle. This is why it's important to move. This is why it's important to stretch, exercising. You're still moving, Do something with your body. Release this good energy, this negative energy even, to replace it with good energy. Moving is a whole thing. It's a whole beautiful thing that all of us need to do. Twerking is good too, because a lot of energy gets stored in our hips. That's why we need even you guys, okay, you need to move your hips a little bit more. Number 2, I want you to write down affirmations or new thought patterns that you want to recite almost every day, okay? Your brain creates your reality. Your brain creates your reality. Your brain creates your reality. Write down what you want your reality to be and read it out loud and actually believe it. Money flows to me easily. I am abundant. I am worthy. I am loved. I am inspirational. I am kind. I am happy. I am grateful. I am loving. These things that you want to become, these things that you want to have in your essence, this energy that you want to live like, write it down and read it out loud. Convince your brain these things are true. Tell your brain this is true. And your brain is wired to listen to you. Your brain is wired to prove you right. If you walk around like, all these girls ain't nothing, bro. They always play me. They always do this. They always do that. Your brain is going to attract and look for girls that literally prove you right. You're only going to experience women that, do you get what I'm saying? That's on you. You're telling your brain, this is all I receive. This is all I'm going to receive. This is how they are. That's all you're going to get. And then you're like, I can't control other people. I can't control what they do to me. This is just coincidence. I'm not bringing this to me. Yes, you are. That's why it's important for you to tell yourself, healthy women are attracted to me. Emotionally mature men are attracted to me. I'm attracted to emotionally mature people. Okay, let's move on. I want you to dissect the situation, okay? You, the other people involved, and what's going to change about it, okay? I'm gonna look at you guys straight. What are the traits in the situation that made it painful? How did it get that far? And signs that gave it away. Okay, I'm talking to you. You better listen to this one. I also want you to write down the things you won't tolerate the next time in others, but mostly yourself. This is not a blame game. It's on you most times. No, I know. What? No, he did me dirty. She did me dirty. It's on them. Why did you allow them? Why did you allow them to do it? Humans, we tell on ourselves. We project most of the time because this is just projection. This whole world is a projection. So what signs did you see that you said aren't worthy of leaving in the first place? Okay, one thing slid, the next thing slid, then the respect was lost, then the boundaries were pushed, and then they probably did what ended up hurting you the most. What are some things that you did that didn't display the person you wanted to be? Hey, I talk to myself right now. Yeah, I'm a woman of God, but I was filling his head with lustful thoughts. I want to be a feminine, soft, submissive woman, but I was being really masculine and, aggressive sometimes. I wanted to be sincere with him, but I was always constantly joking. What are some ways you treated them poorly? When we get hurt, when we're healing, we love to be like, they did this and this to me. It's all their fault. Okay, it's a two-person thing. Maybe you did something that triggered the other person, that made them fall out like that made them react like that made them think they wouldn't care if I did this because they did this. It sucks, and it's like, no, but yeah. I also want to say, like, with healing, like, or the thing that hurts most up here is that your brain saw the situation more important than what it really was. You put something so high that was honestly probably lower than you that you don't understand why you didn't see that in the first place. And that's what hurts. That's what's like triggering, is that I put you all the way up here and you still showed me that you were down here. Anyways, I want you to remember that everything is a reflection of you, okay? Fourth one is avoid using others for your healing. Conversing with your family and friends is definitely a good release, especially if these people are uplifting and care for you. Yet some people search out friends and family, even romantic relationships, to basically save them from the work required to do themselves. Going from one pretty girl to the next, making them feel like, hey, this proves that they could be with anybody they want. Going from guy to guy and being like, see, these guys want me, I'm worthy of love. Now, I want you to understand these things are true, but now they relate that status of being with someone or something to prove their worth. That is a dangerous headspace to be in. When your worth is applied to other people and a relationship of being with somebody, it can get dangerous, because now you're like, what happens when they're gone? What happens when you're not getting another girlfriend? What happens when you break up with that girl and that girl and that girl? And it's like, okay, no more. And now you're just sitting there like actually processing, and you're like, oh wait, I'm still hurt. You're not having any more boyfriends, and you're like, oh, hold up. That first guy actually really hurt me. Like, yes. Like, I've seen so many videos of people like, I found the love of my life, and that's me. And I hate that it took this long. And I'm like, yes. Hey. Fifth tip, allow moments of heaviness to come back, but remain grateful. I had a full panic attack. I did. But after that moment, I didn't let it take me backwards in my journey. I just let it be. And I got back to thanking God for being my mental, my mental stability. I was crying. My sister was there, and I love my sister so much. But I was crying, and I was like, I love him. I love him so much, and I love this other guy, but I don't want to be with him because I don't want to do this, and then I'm getting stalked, and the social media is overwhelming, and I can't do this right now. A good releasing moment. And like, it was like weeks of me like getting better every day, and then that happened, and then I'm still getting better every day. But if I suppress that, like in that moment, because I felt the feelings building up and my eyes were getting watery, and I was like, I don't want to feel this anymore, bruh. I want to be done. You're gonna take a dip again. But once you take a dip, that high is gonna come back up. And last one, pour all that love into yourself. People love to be like, where's my love gonna go now? Finally back to you, where it was supposed to be the whole time. It was supposed to center around you. But back to yourself. Go out, have fun, try new things, do activities, spend time with your friends and your loved ones, do things that bring you joy. That bring you joy. Spoil yourself, speak highly of yourself, lift yourself up, appreciate all that you are, the fact that you are aware of your feelings, that you learned something. I hate phrases like, I wasted love, I wasted time, I wish I never met such and such, my love was taken away from me. Baby, your love can never be taken away from you. Love is not something that you can take away. Do you have an example of you taking someone else's love away? No one can take yours away. I really don't like those phrases of my love was wasted, my effort was wasted. They had my best years, they had phrases like that. You existing is love. Think of a person, right? And love as a energy that's around you all the time, and you have the control to make it as small or vibrate as big as you want. And when we're healing, we are probably mostly in the low, trying to get back to vibrating high, which I'm proud of you, but we're mostly in the low. And it feels like the person, since we can feel it, that our love is vibrating low, it feels like someone took it away from us. You're just vibrating low right now. Nobody took anything from you. You were vibrating high. This is mostly for like a relationship or something, right? When that person was around you, they made you vibrate high, which made you feel the love even stronger, babes. But when they left, you started vibrating low. So it makes you in your head think they took they can't take nothing from you. And this healing is going to feel like a slow process, but you're gonna see in time, once you actually genuinely believe that this is a process and it's going to happen on its own, and you just don't worry about trying to force it, that's when the magic happens. That's when I feel like I have a whole bunch more to learn about myself, and I'm not really healing anymore. I think I'm just still in the phase of learning, which I just kind of tell people, yeah, I'm still healing, but I'm not really affected by the situation anymore. All praises due to the Most High for that, but I'm still learning. I'm still like, so what do I actually like, or what am I actually attracted to? What do I want to be attracted to? I'm really forming my reality right now, so that is, I guess, a form of me healing, you know, a form of me being like, I'm deciding what I want from here on out. I love this. I love you. Stay pretty up here and out here.